Okay, let's just start this video, shall we? Shall we? Should we start this video? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amy. I'm so glad you're here. So in today's video, I will be doing my April wrap up and I will be doing my May TBR. I decided to do my TBR and my wrap up in one video just because I haven't read that much books in April. It was a bit of a disappointing month. It's just I've had a lot going on and I completely forgot to pick up a book. Before I knew it, it was the end of the month and I was like, hadn't done anything. But this month I'm trying to read a lot more because it's my last month of uni, which means the last like 10 days of May I won't be doing anything because I would be done with uni then, so I can read a lot more books. But also because I'm going to be doing lots of videos, going to be stressed out, I need to pick good books that will keep me interested and like kind of distance myself from my uni work, my dissertation, everything. It's just driving me insane. But yeah, I haven't read that much, but that means a lot of my books for May are going to be the books that were from April. But I'm trying to get them done because I just did a massive order, like a massive order on Amazon. Like I spent around £300 on books. Been on a book buying ban and I have kind of stuck to it, which I'm proud of. So I haven't really bought any books since February, I think it was. So if you guys want to see a big book haul, stay tuned. I have a lot more series that I want to tackle, that I want to get through. I need to read all the books on my TBR first before I read any of the new ones I bought. But is that going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. But that's why I'm trying to get a head start before they even come, because they're not coming until about the end of this week. So yeah, I bought a lot of books. I think I bought about 30 books, maybe even more than that. But yeah, let me stop talking, let me stop rambling. And before we start this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more of my videos, you better. I'm joking, please stay, please don't leave me. And yeah, and then follow my socials. They're all down below. My Goodreads, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Pinterest, and then they'll also be up here, like my main two will be up there. And yeah, let's start with the video. So first we will start with the books that I have read. So this is going to be a very short list. So the first book I read was Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. If you haven't watched it already, I actually have a video where I am reading this book because this is the highest rated book on my Goodreads. So I decided to read this one against the lowest book on my TBR. So if you want to see my thoughts about that, go and watch it. It's also non-spoiler, so I'm not ruining the book for anyone. But yeah, this book was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. The cover's so cute. I just love the blue. I was even matching it one day and I was just like, whoa, look at us colour coordinating with the books. Like, I'm bestie with the books. I might even do that as a video. Do you think that would be a quite cool video? Matching what I read to what I'm wearing on that day. So each day I wear a different colour or like a different theme, and then find the book that best like suits it. I don't know. But I have this one. This one's about Nox and Naomi. This one was definitely Grumpy versus kind of Sunshine plus like enemies to lovers. I don't think they're like proper enemies like, oh, I hate you so much, but they just didn't like each other at the beginning because he thought that she was her twin, which she wasn't, and he was like treating her badly and everything like that. But then as it gets progressive, he is very possessive over her, which I love. I think this is very similar to like Tessa Bailey's from One Summer. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I can't remember what I gave it, but if you want to know properly, go back and watch the video. It'll be linked down below, and then also link it at the end of the video. And then my next book, of course, following from that, is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. This was the other book that I read alongside Things We Never Got Over, and I really enjoyed this one. A lot of people don't like this book, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Apart from there was times where it was really descriptive and I was a bit bored, but that was really a bit where it was set in the scene when nothing was actually happening. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really like Misha and Ryan. They're such a good couple. This is definitely enemies to lovers, best friends to lovers, best friends to enemies to lovers, pen pals, kind of mutual yeah, I don't know. So those are my 2 physical books that I read this month. And then the other books I read are all on my Kindle. I think I read about 2 or 3 on my Kindle, because I've read around 2 the past few days, and then I think I read maybe 1 or 2 more during the month. But yeah, so this is my Kindle. If you haven't seen it before, I'm absolutely obsessed with my Kindle. If you guys want to see a video where I talk about my Kindle and I give the pros and cons of it and my recommendations, let me know. I will definitely do that. And yeah, I have this little pop socket that I got from Etsy. I will link them down below. And then I got these cute stickers from Etsy as well. And then I just got this clear case from Amazon. I have the Paperwhite one. So yeah, that's my Kindle. So guys, on my Kindle I have 4 books that I have read. So the first book that I read was part of like a series kind of looking thing. I think it's like a similar kind of type. It is a reverse romance. The first one I read was Nanny for the Neighbours. So it's about this woman who's a nanny and she has 3 neighbours, and she finds out that they all have a baby, or there's a baby, they don't know which one it belongs to, but they need her help because she's a nanny and they don't know how to take care of a baby, and they kind of fall in love. It's a typical romance, there's nothing much to it. There's usually just like one character out of the 3 guys that is very like skeptical about entering a relationship with this woman, whereas the other 2 like full on to it. Next one was Faking with Benefits, which is a friends to lovers one, which is about a girl who needs a fake boyfriend because she doesn't know how to be in a relationship, and she employs her 3 friends to help her, and they're in charge of a podcast. And the last one from the series is Triple Duty Bodyguards, where this woman, she's like a actress and she's under threat. She has like a stalker, and then she has these 3 bodyguards who are there to keep her safe. So yeah, very simple romances. They were easy to read, they're spicy. I think I read those in like a couple of hours or even less than that, and they're all by Lucy Gold. These are what they look like. I'm probably not going to get them in person just because there wasn't nothing much to them. I would probably give them very much mid books. They were an easy read, but they weren't like, oh my gosh, I can remember this. To be fair, I can't even remember exactly what happened in each of them. And then the next one is The Locker Room by Megan Quinn. This book was so good. It's so good that I've had to order it, part of my Amazon books, because gosh, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. That one's basically about these 2 characters, and they meet for the first time in a class, and he's a baseball player and she's kind of like a nerd sort of thing, so it's jock and nerd, and basically they become friends, and he's trying to get her to go on dates with him, but she's like saying no because she's had a bad experience with her boyfriend in the past. She just got out of a new relationship, and it's called The Locker Room because there is a thing going around campus that any baseball player that takes a girl into the locker room will end up marrying her. So the locker room is like a place where the baseball players basically have created, where it has like cushions in there, everything, and where it's where guys bring the girls there to have like sex with and stuff like that. And yeah, it's called the locker room because it's the first thing about that. They don't really go into the locker room, I don't really recall, because he's like, that sounds like a load of crap. But I really enjoyed these characters. They were just really cute and really heartfelt. I'm obsessed with bookworm and jock-like tropes. That trope is just amazing, especially college ones in that. And then also, he's a man that plays sport, which we also love. I want to read it again so I can annotate it and proper get used to it, but I really enjoyed that one. I'd probably give that one maybe like a 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. It was just a slow burn, but when it got to the scenes where they were more intimate, it was really good and I really enjoyed it. So I definitely going to read this one again, and I've gotten it in a physical book so I can read it. Last book I read on my Kindle was Beg, Borrow and Steal, and this one's a teacher-student relationship but at university. and it basically features this girl who's a single mum, and she works as a doctor, but at night time she works as a stripper, and she meets this doctor that's her teacher that they kind of fall in love with, but she's very hesitant to take anything from him because she's so used to doing stuff by herself. Like, she was shamed for having a child at 17 and stuff like that, and she's really trying to live a good life for her and her daughter. She's 22 now, so even though it is an age gap and he's older by like 13 years, it's not I don't feel like, oh, that's disgusting, like he's a perv or anything, because of her life experience, she's a lot more mature, so she doesn't feel like she's younger than him in that aspect. And it's just really cute. It was very slow burn. You can see there was definitely like a push and pull. Like, she was trying to like push herself away from him, and he was like, no, you're mine. And then obviously there was also stuff about her being a stripper, and she was like worried about how people would see her, especially her family. But her family is just really cool. Her parents are lovely. The little girl is so cute, and yeah, I just really enjoyed that book as well. It was just a nice heartfelt thing, and it was really like giving a message that like if you really need help, like go for it. Never be afraid to get help, because even though she was a strong, independent woman, she was really struggling with like money and stuff like that, and she didn't want to lean on anyone for any help because she wanted to do everything by herself. But so it obviously showed how women should be independent and they don't need a man, but also it does show the struggles of motherhood and taking care of a child at such a young age. That book was by Susie Tate, and I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, those were all the books that I read in April, so not that much compared to my other months, but still pretty good. In terms of my TBR for this month, today's actually the 1st of May. It's really going to be finishing the books that I said I was going to read in April. So the first ones I'm going to read is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I'm so excited to read this one because I really like Things We Never Got Over, and I'm hoping this one's good too. This one is a girthy book as well. A lot of pages. I might start reading some of it today actually. I love the cover as well. I'm kind of matching with it. And yeah, this one's features Nash and Lena. So I'm just going to read the blurb. Police Chief Nash Morgan is known for two things: being a good guy and the way his uniform accentuates his rear end. But 2 bullets put a dent in his style and charm, and now he's facing a criminal still on the loose, and a town full of citizens that consider the law more of a guideline. The last thing he needs is a leggy, smart-mouthed Lena moving in next door, making him feel things he doesn't have the energy to feel. Lena is on the mission. As soon as she gets what she's after, she has no intention of sticking around. The town of Nakamot has other ideas. Soon she finds herself stuck into a small town life, dog sitting, saying yes to a bridesmaid's dress, listening to the sexy chief in the shower. But when Nash discovers Lena's secret, these friends become furious enemies, though the sparks flying between them doesn't know the difference between love and hate. That sounds so cute, and I can't wait to read that one. As I said, it is a very girthy book, so it's probably going to take me a while to read. It's got like 580 pages, so I'm going to start tackling that one. But it's just so cute, the cover. I just can't stop saying that. Next, we have The Other Black Girl. This one's by Zakiya Delia Harris. This one I'm excited to. This is like Devil's Wear Prada meets The Get Out, which I find really cool. So I think it's going to be like spooky plus drama. So yeah, I'm excited to read that one. This one's also known as a New York's bestseller. So yeah, that's the look of that one. I'm just trying to fly through what books I'm going to read now, because a lot of these books are from my last month's TBR, and if you have watched it already, I don't want to bore you guys. And the next 2 is Jenny Han's books. If you've ever watched The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's based on the books. So I have the next 2 books that I need to finish because season 2 is coming out this summer, so I need to start reading these. I think this is going to be a perfect summer read to prepare myself. And yeah, this is a nice spring read as well, just in case you don't want to read it in the summer. But I'm going to see if I can read like the second one. I think this is the second one, so I'm hoping to read this one in spring and then maybe read this one in summer, because obviously this ain't going to be based for the next season for like ages. But yeah, these are cute books. There's a girl called Isabel who's basically like a love triangle with 2 boys, and they're both brothers and they're best friends with her older brother, and basically fall in love with them because their mums are best friends. So they spend every summer together since they were little, and obviously as she gets older and the first books of these summers turn pretty, they're starting to realise that she's not a little girl anymore and that they might like her more than just a friend or more than just a little sister. And yeah, I'm so excited to read those. And the last 3 books I'm planning to read this month is the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. I've been waiting to read these for ages. I think I'm going to do a video on them. I might see if I can read these in 24 hours. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm going to see if maybe I can reserve this weekend to do this. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So first we have The Cruel Prince. This is the first one in the series. Then we have, I think it's The Wicked King, that's next, yeah. And then the last one is The Queen of Nothing. These covers are so cool. Like, every time I see them, they're so cool. I'm wondering if like the covers indicate what happens in the book, because obviously this one is a queen and it has like a snake and everything. And then this one's underwater, the crown. And then this one, it's just kind of up in the air. But I'm guessing this might be like an enemies to lovers kind of trope, just judging by the Cruel Prince kind of thing. But yeah, this is also like more of the fantasy kind of side, romance sort of. But I'm excited to read this one, and I'm trying to get more into fantasy because I love fantasy like movies and TV shows. I like the dystopian kind of tropes, so I really want to read some books that are like more into that kind of vibe, more into fantasy. So if anyone has any books to recommend me, try that. I really want to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, that whole series as well. That might be the next books that I purchase. Those are all the books that I have read and all the books that I want to read this month. Hopefully next month is more of a better reading month. I obviously actually don't know, because thinking about it, I do have uni this whole month, especially this month is all my deadlines. I have my dissertation due and my last assignments. Yeah, I'll be completing uni soon, so if you guys want to see my graduation video and see my last few weeks of uni, let me know. I think I might do a vlog this week of all the things that I do. Make it a 2-week long video just so like to speed it up, because obviously it's gonna be quite boring the things I do. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And I'm so happy that you guys tuned into this video. See that I have more subscribers as well. So hi everyone, I'm so glad that you've decided to subscribe to my channel. I love every single one of you. And yeah, I can't wait to see my channel grow. I have seen so much growth already from it, and I just can't wait to start making more content for you guys. So yeah, let me stop rambling. Again, follow all my socials down below, and I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video.